Hello, people. Hello. Ouch. There's some plugs in my ear and figured, ma'am, you should take those out before you start the reading so that you may be able to hear. So, all that is good. Anyway, hi, everyone. I hope we are doing beautiful today. I'm going to try something a little different. I am going to try an ancestor message. You don't know how long it took me to finally come alive. So bitch, don't kill my vibe. Maybe we won't do it. No, we'll try the ancestor one. I'm not really sure how, I think I've done a message from a loved one before. But I got this deck for Brinkley Miss. It's a Christmas tarot. It only has the major arcanas. And it talks about, it's like the Christmas carol with ghosts of Christmas past, future, present, and future. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a ghost of the past. Because the past would be, past could also be that this person is alive, but no longer in your life. But I want this to be a message from a passed on loved one. So I'll get, so that this message is not specific to one person, I'll get maybe 2 of these cards, maybe 3. No, that'll get so confusing though. Oh, look, the Emperor and the Empress. Oh, all right, I'm gonna take this because this looks like someone's parents, mother and the father, ghost of the past. So this parent, the mother, the feminine, the mother, because this gives me like 70s, 60s, 70s energy. I guess it could be like in the 80s, the 90s, depending on where you live. But this looks like the mom was the homemaker. Very good. Kept the house spick and span. And not just because her house was clean, she was very good. So I digress. Because when I'm listening to readings and I hear what people are saying, like when they talk about why you are so attractive to other people, and the first thing they say is your looks or your hair and your eyelashes or this, and you just out there looking like this. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't dress up for other people. So when someone says, why they're attracted to me, I want it to be more so because of an energy, a feeling, as opposed to I get it, your aesthetic. Someone sees you and they're like, oh shit, I like this person. But there's also an energy. Like, I honestly believe your energy hits someone before they actually, like, you ever walk into a room and you just feel someone's energy, like you just feel like something, it makes you want to turn, and when you turn to look, there's somebody walking in, because their energy comes in before they do. So I don't want to say that that's what this person was good for, because back in those times, women were second-class citizens. But I feel as if this was a connection where this feminine energy was a good person. She was just good by people. Always willing to help, always willing to watch someone's kids, or just look at them, a listening ear for someone. She always made sure that the kids had whatever they needed. even if it was like a last minute request. And she gives me the energy of someone who didn't really get angry, maybe frustrated. It also gives me the energy of someone who stayed strong in front of everyone else, but cried silently, not wanting to burden anyone with their stresses or their concerns. This is someone who is empathic. Typically, empathic people, not all, a lot, in my opinion. If there's someone around you that is going through some type of difficulties and you have a difficulty that you're going through, you kind of are like, well, I don't want to put any more burdens on them, as opposed to, what about you? Who's there for you and your burdens? We share in that so that we can both benefit from it. But this was someone who's very selfless. I want to say she drove, because a lot of women back in the day didn't necessarily have, well, my mom didn't have a license and my grandmother didn't have a license. This could be someone's grandparents or parents. The Emperor with, is that power? Yes. This is definitely a masculine energy with a strong presence. This person could have played Santa Claus, like for the kids or for some type of community. This gives me the energy of a couple who people looked up to. Not that they didn't have any problems, but they worked together through those problems and those issues. I think that for the masculine energy, this is a person that kept the books. Or he could have had his own business. This person dedicated to the family. It's something about his energy, though, feels different. Maybe he wasn't so, not, I want to say approachable, but not that he was mean or anything. Just kind of kept to himself. It would be like the Empress energy was more like the spokesperson for the family, or the person that, although she was the Empress, she had a lot of Emperor energy in terms of taking action, being assertive with things. We're listening to Doja Cat and Jack Harlow. The name Jack could be significant. I don't know if the name Doja is significant. It's just us. Oh, it's just us in this bitch. See what I'm saying? This was like they were really close, especially being in the Emperor Empress energy. It gives a lot of love. I want to get some cards. So this business could have been something to do with construction or cars. Something where someone had to do the books. This is someone who could have did the books for their job if they did not own something. If not doing the books, then this is someone that would be in charge of like ordering parts and just making any type of orders for the company. It really gives me, when I look at him, it makes me think of a place where there are trailers and a lot. So maybe the trailer was where this person worked. A blue car is also significant. Like a, not a dark blue. Not electric blue either, but just like a I wish you could see this exercise ball I have. That's too light though. But it wasn't yeah, I can't find anything that resonates with me other than the ball that is over there that I'm not going to get. So yes, a blue color car. I want to say construction. And it was more not concrete on the ground, but like a dust. Alright, let's get some of these cards because these are very spiritual in nature to me. And I'll get some for the Empress and some for the Emperor. These names could be significant. I just wrote these down. Lizzie, Liz, Elizabeth, Kevin, Jacob, Van, or Vanessa, Gloria, Peterson, or Peter, or Petersons. They can have an S, right? The name Juan, the name Lovey, PJ, Kendrick, Rebecca, Clara, James, Jackson, Derek, Bo, or Ro, R-O, Roy, Ray, Elroy, Raymond, and Jay. Could be significant. 71, 17, 67, 56, 15, 20, 47, and I've been seeing a lot of, like, I see 427, 427. 427 must be significant. I see 727, 737, 717. So those numbers could be significant, or maybe it's 7/7 something is significant for you. All right. So tell me about the Empress. Oh. Why? Oh. He passed first. Oh, I feel so... So, it says, coming back from a dark place, death, hardships, resentment, bitterness, recovery, forgiving self, untapped inner strength, traumatic experiences. So I saw this and I was like, why? And this is the Four of Wands, this is the house, and this is someone leaving a home. The Eight of Cups is walking away. The Four of Wands would be your home, your marriage, your commitment. I'm like, why is he walking away? But the Five of Baskets deals with traumatic experiences and losses. So this person passed away first. He left her first. She could be a water sign, or, well, I won't get into signs. But it was very difficult for her to come back from this loss, especially since she didn't work. And this is, I'm almost wanting to say that they were like each other's first. If it's not their first, it was like this was their first love, their first true love. This was like, this was it. This was the one. They didn't have that feeling before each other. When he left something. It was like something lingering. And I saw this ghost here, and it stood out to me. His energy lingers. Maybe she kept a lot of things to keep him close. A lot of, like, I want to say Tupperware of things. It would be like if he played Santa, it would be the Santa Claus outfit that he wore, or his favorite shoes, a shirt. Sleeping with a shirt or an item of clothing is significant, but he stays with her. It's the light shining in from the window, and then the light here on her chest. Oh, I feel like I want to cry. He was always with her. Them laying on the couch together could be significant. This sunlight here on this pillow on the couch and her chest, like she has a lot of good loving memories about maybe being in this particular space, like a living room or wherever they spent a lot of time together. Maybe there's like a favorite pillow this person has or had. All right, so there was a loss, a great loss, that 5 of baskets and the 8 of baskets. Somebody going back home. Not on this one. The hot foot powder could be significant. I don't know why that would be, but it could be. Cactuses could be significant. Salt and pepper. Something about someone's hair. But not like gray and black. It was white and black. It was like white. Let me get another card for the Empress energy. It took a lot of work for this person to get over this loss. With this, it took a lot of spiritual or religious energy to help this person. Maybe a lot of support from the church. Because this 6 of Knives makes me think of divine energies, celestial energies, God, if you want to say God, comes and just guides you along by giving you these thoughts, these breakthroughs, these new energies, maybe helping you to, or helping, not you, but helping her to think more positively about the future, because this is moving away from negative thoughts. Maybe even, oh wow. This is the 6 of Knives, so the one before this would be the 5. And we have the 5 of baskets. So 5 is a lot of turmoil, a lot of conflict. Emotions, and someone willing to do anything it takes to not feel. There could have been depression associated with this energy. The name John could be significant. Removes obstacles. There are a lot of people in the community that surrounded this feminine energy to help her and to assist her. Maybe even to get a job. Maybe to fall in love with themselves again, or even find new love. This is someone who could have had a second husband in her lifetime, but still feeling trapped from moving completely forward. So it seems like, although she moved forward, just looking at this person, your grandfather or the masculine energy, was always in this person's heart. It was and that I don't know if I told you about this movie. there was a recap and this woman died. No, this man died. And it was like this whole afterlife, and you get to pick where you want to go. And he wanted to be where his wife was. They had been together for 67 years. This was her second marriage. So the second husband is like, yeah, you know, we got kids and shit. I'm going to wait. Could you give, and if I have to leave and pick my afterlife, could you just give her this note so she could pick the same afterlife? And it turned out that the person that she was supposed to marry initially, he died in the war. He was in the afterlife too, waiting for her. This would be the energy of this person picking her first husband, this person here. She loved this person a lot, the second husband. There were genuine feelings, but there's still this energy of feeling trapped. Be still connected to someone else. So this Six of Knives energy, this is leaving the troubles behind and not forgetting this person, but understanding that they had to move forward. It could also be that this person finally understood that this Emperor energy would not want her to be in that. He wants her to be happy. So he wants her to move on. He wants her to heal. He wants her to love someone else. Astral travel. Yeah. They had a very strong spiritual connection. I'm going to get one more for the grandmother or the mother. Oh, I guess two more. Oh, look. They knew each other in childhood. They may have grew up in the same community. It looks like a village or a small town with Father Sims. They could have gone to the same church. The church that they went to as children is where they were married, and that pastor is the one that initiated their service. Officiated, whatever. Oh, look, the truth. And the four. Oh, wow. We have 4, 5, and then 6, 6. This here, the Four of Knives, is a healing a healing from the past, from this traumatic energy. So I love this because the Five of Swords, the Five of Knives did not come out. We talked about it because it's applicable to the energy. It happened, but it wasn't it wasn't so devastating that it hit the board, because we have the Four of Knives, which is the healing, and the Six of Knives, which is the being able to move past and move forward, to live one's life in a way where they respect the past, understanding though that they need to move forward as well. Yeah, moving forward. The second husband could have been a fire sign. This is someone who could have liked to drink, not an alcoholic, but like to drink. Brandy could be significant. This is someone who was he was different from this person in the sense that I feel like this person here was like more laid back. This fire sign here, this this second husband was more of a fiery spirit, more outgoing. This is somebody who could have been like the center of the crowd. This is the person that when there was a party or something, people were excited when he was coming because he would have like the best stories, or could drink you under the table and be good. Again, not alcoholic, but enjoying a good time. This person could have also smoked, maybe smoked the herbal essence, or cigarettes could be significant. Get the name James could be significant, or Alexander. New Orleans or Mississippi could also be significant. Kita na siya tiano fote na charas. I took this from here, right? Yes. Yes. But look, and this is the truth. The Ace of Swords has come out. And I think, look, the Ace of Swords and the the Ace of Knives and the Four of Knives also equals the Five of Knives. This minus this is the Five of Knives. So this truth is what helps someone to heal. Realizing that, it's almost like appreciating the time that they had with this person, but not a but. Let me get one of these. It was like it's like a bittersweet energy. I'm really sad that this person is gone, but I'm so happy that I was able to spend this many years with them and experience this much stuff. They could have had children together with these two here with the Six of Baskets. Or again, it could have been them. They knew each other for a while before they got married. Tribe. They knew each other before they got married. They were childhood friends. I understand that every soul I encounter has crossed paths with me for a reason. I am blessed by all interactions. Just what I just said. Realizing that although this was painful, I'm appreciative of the fact that this person was in my life, that this person was a part of my tribe. Lanes. I do not compare myself to other people on this journey or life. I stay in my own lane and let others do the same. Maybe this person was comparing themselves. It makes me think of people who judge how long you grieve, or, oh, I can't imagine that she would ever get married again because, he was her whole life. And with tribe, that could be people outside of the household. This could also be people in this person's family. This Empress. There's a lot of, I love this. There's a lot of air energy and then the water. The air energy, though, is more prevalent than the water. So this person didn't sit in their emotions. They found a way to find love again, to be in love, to have love. With this at the end of the Strength card, finding the inner strength to go forward. So, all right. So let's get one for the Emperor. Let's get some for the Emperor. And we'll find out why they have this message. This is probably a longer than I wanted it to be. The inner strength. This person could have been a fire sign, but I think this more has to do with, like, this is a gentle nature of someone. So this is somebody who looked really gentle, really calm, really laid back. Didn't do a lot of, they weren't real aggressive. However, if you messed with somebody in their family with the three, look at this. This is like, what the fuck is going on over there? Did I hear somebody say something that was out of the way? This person was very protective over this Empress energy and the family in general. Chamomile could be significant. This person was able to influence people as well. Oh, look, 88. 88 could be significant. 85. Another, oh, look, the Five of Knives is here. Aww. And the Strength but it was discussed here too, because it was shown at the bottom, and that's where I got where this person was able to get past something, this inner strength that they had. This inner strength could have came from this energy here that lingers around or lingered around. Is this Empress energy still alive? Boredom, being aloof, isolation. No. We got the Four of Cups and the Tower. No. And maybe it's upside down. So this is when she was alive. It was like this person gave her the strength to move forward. I think this energy here with the astral travel, she could have been someone who knew a lot. Was able to share stuff with you that were messages she received, and it could have been messages she received from the Emperor energy through dreams. This is vindication, compromise, confronting evil, fighting back. Corn silk could be significant. A silver coin could be significant. Excuse me. This is someone who he loved your 8. Look at all the 8s. 888. That's infinity. Look, and that's a funeral. Maybe the both of them were like energetically connected, spiritually connected, like very powerful beings. And you didn't really understand what that was. It almost, the look of the pictures almost remind me of Ed and Lorraine. You know, the couple who were doing that, Get the Lucieta. You know, they did the conjuring and stuff. They got rid of evil entities. 888 is significant. Very significant. Messages. See what it's like, this is a tree here that got hit by lightning. So it's very energetic. And she's taking bark off this tree. These sticks here are messages, movement, travel. So she gets this energy, these messages, and then she writes them down and she shares them. So sharing of information that you didn't know where it came from is significant. It came from this energy here. Earth, yes, earth and fire. The practical, your everyday life, as well as she could have worked as like someone who did readings or some type of divination work. If it wasn't that, then if this was like a church thing, then this was someone who didn't realize their power or their energy. And they were able to prophesize in church. All right, let me get another one for the masculine emperor. Finding a buried treasure. 4 of coins. Did he hide a buried treasure somewhere? Maybe this has to do with some hidden money. It's breaking curses. Something about material gain. Finding a buried treasure. Savings, financial security, and inheritance. Maybe this person wants to send information about money. There's paperwork here. He's holding books, and we talked about him working somewhere where there's money to be had. And look at this. This is someone with the wishbone trying to find the buried treasure. And this looks like somebody's like, stop, it's right here. Something, look, and they're both outside. near 3 snakes. Look, she's outside too. This could be on a farm, near a pigsty, or where the pigs socialize. Let me see. So we're finding this buried treasure, and they're telling you to stop here. So this is the Son of Sticks, a natural talent, a root worker, 6 fingers. This person had an additional finger, so that could be significant, but 6 fingers could mean this. Or this. I don't, depending on how you want to do it, I don't know. I guess it would be, people do this instead, right? No, you start with the thumb. No? Whatever. The thumb. Something about hitchhiking could be significant. So something about outside where there are snakes and pigs. Maybe near a bush, because this bush here has pentacles on it, coins. Maybe there's some paperwork that is, you know, people used to do that, put them in those, like, those metal boxes and then bury stuff. Could be something that he hadn't told her about. And now, and with 888, that's like infinity energy. That's abundance, is infinite possibilities. Coins, coins, sticks, knives. There's no water over here. So it's not by a water source. It's definitely near the ground or in the ground. Maybe by a tree. That's a lot of like farm type energy. So maybe this was a farm, or they lived on a property that had a lot of land. They could have been breeding animals as well. Made me think of this, made me think of that. The Strength card. So I got by a tree, by the place where there are pigs or snakes, because he's looking. For some people it could be near like a cornfield, because I see this is corn here. It's almost as if finding this, if someone could find this, it would make this energy happy. It says, I saw making peace with the past. Or maybe this is something that someone feels they owe someone. And something about protecting oneself. I feel like this is something that has to be dug up. So for some, they could be next to like a barn or something. But this right here is like a church. This definitely is like small town energy. There could have been some type of altercation with this emperor and someone at a church. Someone who, it says, has the tendency to go too hard or to provoke others. And remember I said this person doesn't do anything unless they're provoked. This could have happened when this person was younger. There could be something about a scar from an injury, dealing with a physical altercation. Maybe like a knife scar. Whatever this is, it's life-changing. them bones. Look, them bones. Something could be significant about them bones digging up a body. Or maybe them bones where you've buried animals in the past. Because if you live on a farm or somewhere you have a lot of land, you'll probably bury your own animals. Something about rice could also be significant, growing rice. An honest self-assessment. We have bones, dice, chicken, cats, keys, shells, and crystals. The bones, the chicken, and the cat stand out to me. Something about like a wind chime or wind chime. But it's all metal, but it looks rusted over. Something could be significant about that area. With, look, another church thing. This is someone who goes from rags to riches. The name Aunt Caroline could be significant. Maybe someone robbed this Empress energy of something. With the Ten of Knives and the Aunt Caroline. It's like going from rags to riches because of a death or because of an ending. Or someone, although it's like although your spouse passed away and they left you $2.5 million in life insurance. It doesn't, like, I would rather give the money back. I'd rather have my love, is what this person would say. I know this is all over the place. This is our first time, so please, just bear with your girl. But more knives, a lot of air energy. This person could have been famous for something, or if not famous around different towns, famous in their own town. Okay, let's get one of these cards for this person. Oh, okay. Hazy. Even though the pathway forward is unclear, I will continue to rely on my higher self to lead the way. My higher self. This person is always around. And this looks hazy. So there could be times where this person could come to you. And this person, it's like you see a shadow out the corner of your eye and you don't know. Stages. It's progressing. Could be getting stronger or clearer, the connection. Unwavering faith. The universe is taking care of the details. Someone could find some type of details with regard to this reading. And we have rigid. I remain open-minded as I mature on my journey. Who I was yesterday may not be who I am today. With the rigid energy, it's hard to catch synchronicities. It's hard to catch signs. It's hard to receive messages from the divine when you are when you can be closed-minded to things. When you're stuck in an old pattern, a revolving cycle where you're doing the same thing and not getting any better results, but still continuing to do so. This unwavering faith, there's a arrow. Not an arrow, but a bullseye on her head. It's like somebody is trying to get you to listen. They're trying to hit you with this arrow, almost like one of those sticks from the tree. Trying to get these messages to you. Maybe they're not hitting in the right place. Something about her face and the way she's made up in her traditional garb. That could be significant as well. This, I'm thinking Mississippi. This could be people who, maybe they did dabble in. Maybe they were in the church, but dabbled in a little something else. Because this card here is someone who's in the church, a pastor, but people in the town thought he was a root worker who did some hexing on somebody. So they came and shanked him up. And this is him laying on the stairs of the church. So this is a couple who, may have been in the church, but low-key did spiritual work, especially with the Three of Coins. Oh, shit. They were good at what they did. Oh, with the Queen of Pentacles. Very successful. This was like a very down-to-earth couple. Very family-oriented. Close-knit. And they kept a lot of shit to the chest. Oh, my God. This is the Empress here with the Magician. Very spiritual energy. Yes. They could have had a daughter with the Daughter of Coins. Because we have the Daughter of Coins, the Mother of Coins, the Father of Coins. I don't think there was a problem in terms of money. I think this issue came with the losing of the spouse. That was there. And 10-10, a closure, an ending. We have 8s, we have 10s, 6s, the 2 3s with the Empress coming out. Let me get one more for. Didn't we have one more for this? Equality. If someone cannot reciprocate my same efforts, I do not continue to try harder. I take it as a sign that we may not be on the same page at this time. Signs from above. It's like this Emperor energy is trying to be a... Oh, we did have a wavering faith. It's trying to be a... Oh, so I don't want to say this because it's just funny to me. Because it's not what I mean, but it kind of conveys it a little bit. And the Emperor is trying to be a Captain Save-A-Ho, but I'm not calling her a hoe, but it's the terminology that came to my head when trying to figure out, he's trying to save someone, trying to help someone from, not save, but assist, yes. Trying to assist someone with something that is, with the details of something. And the signs from above, look, the universe is trying to, or this person is trying to send you these messages. So there could very well be something in here that is significant for you. We're going to get a couple more details from this deck. Get some of the letters. And then we'll be out. Faith. Look at that. Candle magic. An amethyst. February could be significant. This person could be a water sign. But this person was very spiritually connected. What else do we have? Oh, they're upside down. Comfort. Faith, comfort. This was a very loving, like they did a lot of things together. They enjoyed each other. One more. Exchanges. They enjoyed each other. The couch, the bed. They spent a lot of time together. The tub. They might have been the springtime. It's just, look, outside, the hat, the flowers. Something about something buried. Something is buried. But, yeah, look. Faith, comfort exchanges beauty, exchanging this love, exchanging this feeling of I appreciate you. This was a relationship that was very, oh, you hear my stomach? It was built on reciprocity. It was built on love. Oh my God. Something about this could be significant as well. Outside, something is outside. Something is buried. Something is outside. Animals, trees. Maybe that's the, it's not necessarily a farm. No, you get pigs on a farm, although you get wild pigs. I don't know. A pig could be significant. Maybe a police officer is significant. 3 snakes could mean 3 people who were doing stuff to take from this person. I don't know. It just started to get a little bit too much for me. I told you this was one of my first times. It's my first time. Desire. Someone who desired this Empress could have been someone who's a problem. Look, pleasure, joy, feasting. A love rivalry could be significant. The number 2, a love rivalry, someone that feels second place or feels number 3. Apathy. Oh, look, 3 and 2 equal 5. Someone doesn't care for a second or third party, or someone doesn't care. There are 2, 3, or 5 people who don't care. Or there could be 2, 3, or 5 people that desire something. It doesn't have to be sex. They could desire money. They could desire power. They could desire, I don't know, to be in control. The numbers 2, 3, 5, or any combination of those numbers could be significant. We have 5, 5. This breaks down to 10. Something is ending. Bittersweet, spiritually involved. Empress energy, number 3. Something is bittersweet about this energy. This gives bittersweet energy too. Rags to riches. Leaving the past behind. The letter E could be significant. May or Friday is significant. A Sagittarius is significant. My stomach, I gotta go get something to eat. The letter L is significant. Leroy, Lily, Leah, Ellery, Elmore, Ellie, Venus, love. Look, more desire. Maybe this couple had people who desired to be with them outside of their relationship because of how good they were individually. Second planet from the sun, goddess of love. Greek goddess, Aphrodite, brightest object in the sky next to the moon. And it has Earth, Mars, Earth, and Mercury. Earth. Something someone loves on Earth. Maybe someone planted a tree, or like my husband planted a bush in the front of the house. That is his baby. In the, what season is that? When it starts to get cooler, it turns like this really bright red color. So a burning bush could be, oh look, a bright red color. Poinsettias. A red flower or red bush could be significant. Maybe it blooms in the springtime. The Emperor is springtime energy. The Empress could also be springtime with Taurus, but there's also Libra energy. So that's like the end of September, the beginning of October. That time is significant with regard to this flower or this bush. Mercury. You're going to receive some type of communication. This L makes me think of a lesson. A lesson. Someone learning a lesson about love or about desire. Oh, look, the letter E. So the name Lee could be significant. An eel could be significant. Elm. Elm Street. Lim could be significant. Mel. Melanie. Melvin. Um, I said Melanie. I said Melvin. ¿Qué te no sieta? Mellem. Le. L. L. Someone could speak a different language. LA. Someone could smoke. I think we said that already. LMML. Me and Mel. Okay. A few more. And then we're out. The letter B is significant. MBLL. Something about baseball could be significant. Or bees. Someone could be a beekeeper or have bees. A bell of the ball. Something about ringing a bell. Maybe in the town, the bell rings for certain things. The letter V is significant. And a new moon with intention setting. We have believe. Belleville could be significant. Belmont could be significant. LEB, BEM, BEL. ¿Qué tiene cierta? The letter O, look at that. O and H come together. Something about someone being a Hoboken could be significant, or hobo could be significant. Something about hell, a hem. Someone could smoke hemp or do something with hemp. Maybe they grow hemp. HEM, HEL, HEB, HBO. Something about HBO is significant. BOE, Board of Education could be significant. Actually, look, Ho is out there. Something about a hole. Look, something is buried in a hole. HOLE. Something about a home is significant. 0, 30, 20, and 50 are significant. And Z, something is over. Or something that is slept on. Something about a zoo could be significant. A zoo could be like just a bunch of people who act wild. Wild, like they're wild animals. M-O, the name Mo could be significant. Mo, Maurice, Moesha, Mimi, Lily, BB. Zelinda, Zelda. Eminem, just see EM. Eminem could be significant. I think, did I say Ben? Something about someone getting booed. Yeah, I don't know what else. Someone could be laughing a lot with he, ho. A hoe, you use that in the as a gardening tool as well. Gardening, something about the freaking garden outside somewhere. Near snakes, maybe I don't know. The snakes could be very well 3 people who are snakes who buried something or unburied something. I don't know. But I'm going to go because it's been a long ass time already. All right, I'm going to get some of these and then we're going to go. Buried treasure. I think I'll name this buried treasure. Oh, shit. On the bottom of this deck is the wheel and the magician. The Empress gets the magician in this deck. After death. The Magician with death. Oh my God. We got the Ten of Knives, which would be a death, an ending. And then we have the Wheel with the Magician and the death. Like somebody did something to someone to cause their death. Maybe something about a nurse in a hospital is significant. With luck, it almost gives me like the angel of death. And she left a candy cane on the bed, on the pillow. Something about leaving candy or treats on the pillow is significant. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Back on the scene, crispy and clean. Something about a train. Krispy Kreme donuts could also be significant. It's like someone tried to manufacture someone's death. But with the Tower card here, injustice, it either didn't happen, or if it did happen, justice is coming to someone. With, as I say that, breakthroughs in awareness, the truth is exposed. Something about a death. Someone's death was not something was suspicious about someone's death. Something about travel. Look, astro travel. This energy astro travels. Time and attention. They astro travel. The letter T could be significant. A teacher's assistant could be significant. The sun. They astro travel to bring clarity and to bring healing and hope. Aquarius or Leo could be significant. Aquarius is the community. Someone is bringing energy about or information about the 3 snakes, about a community. The Chariot, willpower, control, determination to reach a goal. There's a spirit, it could be an ancestor. You know, this is your ancestor. What am I talking about? That is, it's like it's like a dog with a bone. They won't let go. They are willing to do this time and attention and doing all this travel to make sure this information gets out. Spiritual matters. Spiritual matters to bring justice. These came out yesterday. Divine purpose, 999, and Dark Night of the Soul. Spiritual matters came out yesterday, and I want to say justice and divine purpose. And I saw 555 in these cards, but I didn't pull it up. Oh, my stomach. I gotta go get something to eat, people. This is what be fucking me up. May, the throat chakra, or Friday is significant. May, we saw out here already. So May and or a Friday are significant. This passed over loved one is moving to bring clarity and justice to something that was unjust. The 3 snakes, that someone taking something, someone could have, like I said, done something to cause someone's death or tried to. But 999, clarity is coming. Where you weren't open before, weren't able to see something, you're starting to get messages and you're starting to realize what something truly is. So, okay. And Dark Night of the Soul is a spiritual crisis. That's what's coming from this clarity. The sun brings clarity. 999, clarity. Justice brings the truth, which is clarity. Spiritual matters with the awakening in your lessons, clarity. And this is done through this travel time, this astral travel. All right, I'm going to go. I love you people to death. I appreciate you watching. Oh, it's already over an hour. I hope it resonates with somebody. And I don't think this is necessarily one message because it feels like there's so many things mixed into this. So I just hope you can get something from it. Love you. Bye.